All right, guys, welcome to episode 3 of Square Box Games Legion Battle Reports. Ryan and I didn't even show your head. There you are. We're going to play a skirmish game today. We've already kind of determined all this. We're doing flanking positions, control, which means we have an objective in the center. At the ends of rounds 2 through 4, you get a victory token, basically if you have the most units within range 1 of that. And then I think 2 victory tokens at the end of the game. And then we're doing War Weary, so when checking whether a unit is panicked, the range of which a unit can use another courage value is reduced to 2 to a minimum of 1. So we're going to have to keep our core units pretty close to our commanders if they want to not freak out. So here's our battlefield. We kind of got like a mud village theme going on here with these buildings. And then our objective token is this droid right in the middle. All right, Ryan, tell me about your Imperial might.
So we've got Darth Vader here. He's got burst of speed and saber throw. And then we're running Boba Fett. And we've got up close and personal.
First time with Boba Fett, right?
Yep, first time out of the box. So going to be interesting, especially since I haven't had a whole lot of ranged units before or fast units. So that's going to be awesome. Plus jump 2. That's going to be really interesting to see how this runs. And my troopers are all really simple. They're basically naked. So that's pretty much it for my force. It's sort of simple and straightforward.
All right, how'd you lay them out? We were flanking positions, so you kind of had to be in the corner.
Yeah, so I've got Boba Fett kind of by himself here, and then Vader and all the rest of the troopers are kind of clustered together again. I want to make sure they're all within range 1, and my strategy sort of lends itself to that anyway. So we've literally got everybody all clustered up right here. Hopefully that isn't a disadvantage.
Now, one thing I've noticed, the stormtroopers are supposed to be the Empire's finest troops, but it seems as if some of them don't know which direction the battlefield is.
Oh, no.
These guys are just... Well, this guy right here...
taking up the rear.
He's just pointing towards the edge of the battlefield like, hey!
Yeah, he's taking up the rear, man. He's looking out for everybody else. That's his main job.
We'll see what happens with that. All right, so the good guys, the people everyone wants to win. I've got a similar... It might be the exact same as I played last time, but... I have Cassian with his gun and the long config with duck and cover. Sabine has the dark saber and her shield with up close and personal because it's amazing with her. Clan Ren's here. They have situational awareness. I've got a Rebel Commando strike team with a sniper and 2 Rebel troopers with nothing on them. And I've done a very similar setup here. I'm aiming that way, so I've got Cassian kind of ready to go. I did have recon intel that I forgot to put physically the card out, so they're in base contact with the building. All my troopers are right there, and then Sabine and her clan are on that side. So we will, I guess, see what happens after round 1.
Yeah.
Hey, Boba Fett needs to pick his bounty.
Oh, he does, yeah. That's
gonna be Cassian or Sabine?
And I think we put like a victory token next to him. You know what? Let's do Cassian.
Okay.
Let's just do him. So
and I believe if he gets knocked out, you get an extra victory point. Is that how that works?
I think that's correct.
We haven't done bounties before, so... All right. Boba Fett is here on behalf of Vader, who's put a hit out on Cassian and her. All right, end of round 1. Ryan, what card did you play?
So I played new ways to motivate the team. Basically, when a friendly non-Vader unit has a order token and activates, they can suffer a wound to get a free action. So what I did is I chose the shore troopers and moved them a total of 3 all the way, or 3 movement actions all the way up here. Basically all my guys moved except for Boba Fett. So I moved them into cover here, Vader over here. Boba Fett actually jumped up here, and because they had moved within range, he had the ability to give them an attack. While it was a heavy attack, unfortunately, I don't think it did any damage. You were able to block it off because of cover and all that good stuff. So a lot of movement going on, a little bit of attacking. That's what I did.
Okay. I played Legacy of Mandalore. It gave out a bunch of issues so Sabine can get a bunch of dodge name tokens she didn't use for the rat. So I tactically from the get-go, completely changed my setup. I was going to go around this way, which I did with the first group, but they immediately got attacked by Boba Fett, so my other troopers were in the other direction. But my sniper, as Cassian, and my sniper commando did shoot and I think knock off one each. Off one of those units and one of those units. And then the rest of my Mandalorians ran this way to maybe try to flank. I'm gonna have to knock these guys out because they're gonna start getting points on the next round. I've got no one anywhere near the objective, and Ryan has like everybody at the objective. So we'll see what happens after round 2. Round 2 is over. Some stuff happened. I played crack shot. Ryan played rockets.
Yep.
On Boba Fett.
Jetpack rocket.
Jetpack rocket. So I went first. Command card wise. Boba Fett was on top of that, and he was going to shoot jetpack rockets here. So I immediately, luckily, I drew my sniper team, and I moved them out of the way. And they just hit. They shot and missed, I think, and shot at Boba Fett, missed, and then hid. Cassian shot at Boba Fett. I don't even know if he did anything. These guys came around and actually fired and hit Boba Fett, I think, for 2. These troopers continued to run. They saw Boba Fett, and they are just running the other direction continually. Sabine jumped on top, did some damage. She attacked those stormtroopers and Vader. And then Clan Ren came over the building and shot at Vader, and I think hit him a little bit. So he's got some wounds. Ryan, what did your team do? You played rockets?
Yeah, so Boba Fett, first off, he fired over at Cassian.
Trying to destroy that bounty.
Yeah, trying to get his main objective. He doesn't really care about this. He cares about that. I think he hit. I think he did a little bit of damage.
Cassian has 2 hits. So, 2 wounds.
Then he jumped from the building down here behind the barrier so that he could maybe get some cover from Cassian. These guys, they went ahead and moved up so that they would be within range of the objective, and they're trying to hide out and get some cover behind here. These guys, they also fired at Cassian over there, but I don't know that they did any hits. They were probably too far away. But they tried, and then they just decided to stand by so that if anybody else maybe came in range, they would do some damage. But they elected not to attack these guys when they came in range. Vader, he actually just moved up here, did 2 movements up here. And then these guys, they moved from behind their little barrier here all the way up so that they could also be in range of the objective. And I think that's pretty much all that occurred this round for me.
So this is a scoring round. The victory point for the person with the most unit leaders within range 1 of our little droid that's holding the plans to the third Death Star.
Yeah. Jakku.
Starkiller base prototype. I think it's going to be you.
Yeah.
Because you have what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Every single one of your units, and I have 0.
Yeah, I think I've got 5 scores here.
So Ryan is winning. He has 1 victory point.
I also have less units though, so.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's the victory points.
There we go.
It's all about the cones. All right, bye. End of round 3. I played Explosions. Ryan played
Masters of Evil.
So Sabine jumped down on top of this speeder, threw the thermal charges right here, got out of the way here, exploded them, I think killed some stormtroopers, maybe did some damage to 1 damage to Vader.
Yeah.
Nothing to Boba Fett, unfortunately. She stayed here. My Mandalorians jumped down here. They were very suppressed from Vader's actions. These guys were suppressed and they stayed there. Cassian kind of went this direction to try to aim at Boba Fett, and my snipers came this way and took a pot shot. My troopers here had come, they did nothing. I think they attacked, maybe from the back here, and maybe did 1 damage. I don't think they did, but then they got killed. Ryan, what did your guys do?
So Vader, he activated him, and I had another trooper unit, the shore troopers here. Vader activated when he did any enemy trooper units within range 1 to 2 got 3 suppression units. So I think the Mandos, Sabine, and these guys, they all got 3 suppression. Then I used Burst of Speed with Vader to go around here and engage in melee, a melee attack with Vader. And Vader, he did his big melee swing, and I don't think he actually did any damage to Sabine because you had the shield and...
I used my shield, I had a dodge token, and then I think I just dodged the last one with a roll.
Yeah, so, I mean, that's pretty good. These shore troopers, they ended up dying. I can't remember who killed them exactly. It wasn't them, but somebody shot them and they ended up dying.
I think they got exploded.
That might have been it.
Yeah.
Sorry, they were just regular stormtroopers. The shore troopers, they decided to get the heck out of Dodge because they were getting blasted by these snipers. They went over here, or wait, Boba Fett. Next, he jumped up here, and you had a trooper unit here, so he decided to attack with 2 of his weapons and did some damage there. And then the trooper units, shore troopers, they moved back here to get out of the range of these snipers. And these guys, they did nothing. They just hung out and stood by, seeing what was happening. So, definitely had some casualties this round on both sides and a lot of movement. So, we'll see what happens next.
Well, we got a score.
Yep. Well, it's round 4 next time.
It's rounds 2 through 4.
2 through 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we score. I've got 2 guys within range 1.
Okay.
You've got, I'd say Vader's within range 1.
Yeah, Vader's within range 1.
Those guys you said were not.
I said they were not. They moved back out of the way. And they're not quite there.
Just right. Okay, so I'll score 1 point.
Well, your score, yeah, because I've got Vader. So.
Because I have more.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's 1-1 at the end of round 4. So
all right.
Tight race, but I'm not feeling too good after this round. All right, we're at the end of round 4. Vader played.
He played Implaceable.
Unhunkable.
And so you want me to go first?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Vader played Implaceable. I'll let him activate first. He could roll or suffer a wound to put his token back into the order pool, but I elected not to do that. So he went first and he attacked Sabine.
Did some damage to her.
Yeah.
2 hits, I think.
2 hits. And then he didn't do any more. I guess he gained a dodge token, and then I elected not to do any suffer a wound, which was definitely good. Then the shore troopers, they moved back in here so they could be closer to the objective. They shot at the Mandalorians. These guys, they moved up, shot at the Mandalorians. Boba Fett, he jumped down behind here, so he'd be sort of out of the range of the snipers, and he shot at the Mandalorians. And out of all those guys, I think you only took 1 damage. I think that was so pretty good there for you. And I think that's all that I was able to do that round. But that puts, I think we said this barrier and this barrier within 1, so that puts these guys and Vader within 1.
Yeah.
But Boba Fett is not.
All right, I played Symbol of Rebellion. So Sabine got to recover, getting rid of the suppression tokens. Not after she took some hits, though. And then we put a graffiti token on that speeder bike right there to kind of help with rallying, since we're going to be around here. She attacked Vader with the Darksaber and did very well. 5 hits.
Yeah,
he has 4 health left.
No, he has 1 health left.
Well, he had 4.
He had 4, yeah.
But you dodged some.
Uh-huh.
And now he has 1 health left, which is good that you didn't take that extra wound.
Yeah,
that
that
could
would
have been the end. Which is too bad for me. These guys just kind of moved in, took some shots, didn't do anything. These Mandalorians kept using, they can get their dodge tokens whenever they use dodge tokens. So they just kept getting hit and dodge and hit and dodge and hit and dodge. They did take 1 wound, though. And they're kind of right there in the middle, exposed. Cassian and the snipers were back here. They kind of took some shots and didn't really do anything because those guys are suppressed and have cover. So, let's score. What do we have here? How many units do you have within 1?
All right, so I've got 1, 2, and 3 with Vader.
And I believe I have 2.
Yeah.
with Clan Ran. These guys are definitely not within range. I should have just moved twice instead of trying to take a shot that wasn't going to work. But you get another victory point. So going into the last round, you have 2, I have 1. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Last round. What's Boba Fett going to do? He plays a 1-pip card here.
All right, so I did the whipcord launcher, and I could basically wrap up Cassian and immobilize him, which is what I was going to do, but then I decided not to. I decided to try and attack him and kill him and get my bounty token.
Because that would have... You would have whipcorded me, but then you wouldn't be able to attack.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, I think that's the case. So, because I needed to be within like range 1, so it would have been like I needed to already be there to play that card and have it be most effective. But I basically moved in with him first off and attacked Cassian to try and kill him and get my bounty token for him. But unfortunately, I don't think I got him all the way dead. I think I got close, but not quite there. Then I think next Sabine actually activated and killed Vader, so that eliminated Vader from my activation pool. And then I had these 2 trooper units here. This one had double its courage value, so it was panicked and it had to run away. These guys hung on and just, were able to stay here and gain a dodge token and try to stay near the objective. And yeah, I think that's all that ended up happening for me.
I played Last Stand and gave the orders to Cassian and Sabine to give them aims and dodges. And I started off with trying to activate Sabine before Vader could kill me. And luckily I killed him because he had 1 hit left, and I rolled pretty well on that.
Yeah.
So he died, but then that opened up her to attacks, which she, I think, took a couple attacks. The Mandalorians, they tried to attack Boba Fett unsuccessfully. These guys tried to attack Boba Fett unsuccessfully. Cassian was going to attack Boba Fett, but knowing how things were going, he just decided to move to be within range 1, since it's the end of the game. And then these troopers, they just double moved, or they moved once and then dodged in case they got attacked. So, it's the end of the game. How many units do you have within range 1?
So I've got 1.
1. Boba Fett's, yeah, he's out.
He's out.
And then I have Cassian, Sabine, I think we said.
Yeah, that's...
I don't know if I'd count her. The troopers and the Mandalorians, though. So that's 3. So I would get 2 points.
2 points per.
So what's that give us grand total?
So, let's see. You would get 2 here because these guys cancel out.
Yeah.
So that would be 4.
Well, it's just 2 points at the end.
Oh,
if I have more.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not. I don't think it's per unit, right?
I don't actually...
The player controls the objective. They have more units within
Okay.
range 1. All right. So it's just whoever is the most gets 2 points.
Okay, yeah.
So where were we?
So let's see. That would give you 2 points.
Grand total.
So you get 2 points. And I guess that means round 1, so round 1, I had a point.
Okay, so rounds 2 through 4, you get 1 point.
Yeah, that's
and then
right.
round 5, you get 2 points.
So I had 1, then you had 1 in round 3, then I had 1 in round 4, and then you had 2. So I actually think it ties. Yeah, because I got a point in round 2.
Okay, so 1-0.
And then you got a point in round 2.
1-1.
Round 3.
1-1.
Then I got a point in round 4, and then you got 2 points in round 5. So actually, you win, because
Dang.
yeah.
Okay.
So,
The rebels successfully hang out near the droid.
there
That
we
was the
go.
mission. Just be near this droid, see what he's all about. There he is. But we also did have somebody observing a lot of the battle. The Revo. All right, so that's our playthrough or battle report of another skirmish game with Legion. So let me know what moves you guys would have done. Please let us know what mistakes we made, because I'm sure there's plenty. If you don't mind hitting that subscribe button if you haven't already, That really does a lot for us. It makes us very happy. Hopefully you guys enjoy this. But yeah, let us know what you like and don't like about this, and maybe we'll play some more Legion soon. See you guys.